The Dallas Cowboys continued a heartfelt holiday tradition on Monday as they embarked on their 36th annual visit to hospitals across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. This long-standing initiative has become a cherished moment for families facing medical battles during the holiday season. Players and staff traveled through multiple facilities, spreading cheer, encouragement, and genuine human connection. The Cowboys reinforced that their responsibility extends beyond the field, touching lives through presence and empathy. This year's event carried even deeper emotional weight as the team engaged with children and families enduring difficult circumstances. Joining the players were Charlotte Jones, the Cowboys' chief brand officer and co-owner, as well as the iconic Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders, forming a group with a powerful ability to uplift spirits. Their coordinated effort ensured every hallway, treatment room, and common area felt a little warmer. The tradition is built on giving back, but it also serves as a reminder of the emotional bonds between the team and its community. Staff members at the hospitals expressed gratitude for the annual visits, noting how much the presence of the Cowboys means to families. It is an encounter many patients anticipate year after year. For players, the visit offers perspective, grounding them in the realities that many children face daily. While football is their profession, moments like these highlight a different kind of impact, one that transcends sports. The Cowboys' appearance has the power to shift a family's entire day, especially for children undergoing challenging treatments. Hospital staff emphasize how rare it is for patients to forget their condition, even briefly, making these interactions deeply meaningful. The organization prides itself on maintaining this holiday commitment without interruption for more than 3 decades. The emotional power of the visits cannot be overstated, especially during a time of year that can amplify stress and fear for hospitalized families. The Cowboys' presence brings not only distraction, but hope, something many parents say means more than any gift. This tradition exemplifies the franchise's broader mission to serve North Texas communities beyond game day. The Cowboys continue to embrace philanthropy as a defining part of their identity as America's team. In doing so, they deliver a message of unity and compassion during the holiday season. As the team entered each hospital, the atmosphere shifted from quiet anticipation to bright excitement. Children gathered in rooms and hallways to greet players they often only see on TV. For many families, these moments become cherished memories preserved through photos, autographs, and the emotional uplift that lingers long after the visit. It is a gesture that brings humanity to a sport known for intensity and competition. And year after year, the Cowboys make clear they value their role off the field as much as the one on it. Dak Prescott leads with heart. Quarterback Dak Prescott spoke with humility and sincerity during Monday's visit, explaining how meaningful it is for him personally to walk hospital hallways. Prescott described the joy he feels when a simple greeting can transform a child's expression. He emphasized that the chance to brighten someone's day, especially during the holidays, is something he never takes for granted. His presence exemplified leadership that extends beyond football strategy and into genuine human connection. Prescott repeatedly expressed gratitude for the opportunity to participate this year. Prescott shared that being able to visit patients is a privilege he deeply values. After missing last year's visit due to a hamstring injury, his return felt even more significant. The quarterback explained that experiences like these remind him of the broader responsibilities he holds as a public figure. Moments with children fighting serious illnesses often resonate with him more than triumphs on the field. He acknowledged that time spent in hospitals has a grounding effect, helping him focus on what truly matters. Prescott's heartfelt words reflected a maturity shaped by his own personal experiences with loss and adversity. In one particularly emotional reflection, Prescott explained that the children offer as much inspiration to the players as the players hope to offer them. He described walking into a room feeling tired or discouraged from the season, only to be reminded instantly of life's deeper purpose. Seeing young patients show resilience despite overwhelming challenges motivates him to approach his own battles with renewed strength. Prescott believes the exchange between players and families is mutual. Both sides leave uplifted in different but equally powerful ways. These encounters reveal a human side to athletes rarely seen in competitive settings. As a new father, this year's visit carried additional emotional weight for Prescott. He shared that seeing children the same age as his own gave the experience a new perspective. It emphasized to him how unpredictable and unfair life can be. Prescott noted that having children of his own makes him feel even more connected to the families in the hospital rooms. He understands the protective instincts of parents and empathizes with their fear and hope. This sense of relatability deepened his emotional ties to the event. It reinforced the importance of being present for those going through incredibly difficult circumstances. Prescott's sincerity resonated with hospital staff, families, and his teammates throughout the day. His ability to connect personally with children and parents embodies the compassionate spirit the Cowboys aim to express through this annual tradition. The holiday season can be especially tough for families dealing with medical crises, and Prescott's empathy brought comfort to many. His leadership demonstrated that being a franchise quarterback extends far beyond Sunday afternoons. Moments like these define the values he wants to represent as a player, a leader, and a father. His presence elevated the impact of the entire event. For many players, the hospital visits serve as a powerful reminder of the privilege and platform they hold. Defensive lineman Osa Odighizuwa echoed this sentiment, expressing how meaningful it is to bring joy to patients simply through time and presence. He described the experience as humbling, emphasizing that small gestures can leave lasting impressions on children facing immense medical challenges. Odighizuwa highlighted that impact does not always come from fame, but from authentic interaction. He feels blessed to be in a position where he can offer comfort to families who need it most. Odighizuwa shared that watching children light up, even briefly, makes the event unforgettable for players as well. He explained that the visits remind athletes of how fortunate they are, even when the season presents physical and emotional challenges. Seeing families fight difficult battles puts losses, frustrations, and injuries into perspective. The experience becomes a grounding force that helps players appreciate their own blessings. Odighizuwa admitted that the visits often stay with him long after he leaves the hospital. They shape his outlook and encourage him to approach life with renewed gratitude. Players often describe these annual visits as emotional resets amid the competitive pressures of the NFL. The moments spent with young patients can erase the heaviness of a tough loss or injuries lingering from the season. In those hospital rooms, the game fades into the background as human connection takes over. Players frequently mention that the strength of the children inspires them more deeply than fans might realize. Odighizuwa and others say they leave with changed perspectives, carrying those emotions with them through the rest of the year. It is a reminder of why the tradition matters. Several Cowboys players have shared that these interactions often remind them of their own families. Many think of nieces, nephews, siblings, or their own children when they look into the eyes of young patients. The empathy that emerges from those thoughts makes the experience intensely personal. Players find themselves reflecting on the fragility of life and the importance of spreading kindness wherever possible. In a sport defined by physicality and toughness, these visits highlight a softer, more emotional side of the athletes. Odighizuwa captured that sentiment when he said it is a blessing simply to be present. Players and families alike consider the visits unforgettable. Children receive footballs, autographs, pictures, and encouraging words, tokens of hope they carry with them through difficult treatments. Meanwhile, players absorb lessons in resilience and humanity that shape their outlook on life and career. The dynamic creates a powerful bond between team and community. For the Cowboys, the tradition is not simply a holiday event, but a defining part of the franchise's identity. It is a moment where athletes step beyond their roles on the field to embrace roles as mentors, supporters, and symbols of hope. The family perspective. For families spending holidays in the hospital, the Cowboys' annual visit provides much-needed emotional relief. Many parents describe the event as a bright spot amid overwhelming uncertainty. The presence of players, coaches, and cheerleaders injects a sense of normalcy into otherwise challenging days. Families often say that seeing their children smile, even for a moment, restores hope during long treatments. It is an experience they cherish deeply, knowing that memories like these help sustain emotional strength. The Cowboys' compassion resonates profoundly with parents navigating medical hardship. Parents frequently mention that the interaction helps their children feel seen beyond their diagnoses. Meeting NFL players, heroes in many households, makes kids feel strong, brave, and valued. This emotional lift can support mental well-being during exhausting treatment cycles. Hospital staff note that positive emotional experiences are essential components of pediatric care. The Cowboys' willingness to invest time in each child amplifies that effect significantly. For many families, these moments mark a turning point in morale. They leave each hospital room with renewed encouragement and motivation. Prescott's reflections resonate particularly with parents who understand the emotional weight of seeing their children in pain. His compassion stems from personal experiences with loss, hardship, and now fatherhood. Families found comfort in his sincerity and ability to relate to their struggles. The quarterback's empathy often opened conversations with parents who rarely receive emotional support themselves. His presence reinforced the idea that community extends beyond the walls of the hospital. The Cowboys' efforts are not just about visiting children. They support entire families facing unimaginable challenges. The visit also creates lasting memories that parents often hold onto for years. Photographs taken during the event become cherished keepsakes, representing moments of joy amid hardship. Some families have reported that meeting their favorite players motivated their children through difficult procedures. These stories underscore the profound effect athletes can have simply by showing up. Hospital staff observe that morale often remains elevated for days after the visit. The Cowboys' annual tradition demonstrates the interconnectedness of community, sports, and compassion. Parents consistently express gratitude for the emotional relief provided by the organization. They appreciate the willingness of players to sit, listen, laugh, and connect with their children. These actions, though simple, carry emotional weight that strengthens families' resilience. For many, the visit is a reminder that they are not alone during their fight. The Cowboys' commitment to supporting them year after year reinforces the team's deeper relationship with its community. It is a bond built not through touchdowns, but through shared humanity and support. Last year, Dak Prescott was unable to participate in the hospital visits due to a hamstring injury that sidelined him for the final 8 games of the 2024 season. His absence made this year's return especially meaningful, both for him and for families eager to see him again. Prescott acknowledged the emotional significance of being present this year, particularly given how impactful the visits can be for young patients. His return demonstrated the personal importance he places on the annual tradition. It also highlighted the role of emotional healing in addition to physical recovery. Being healthy enough to participate again allowed Prescott to reconnect with an experience he missed deeply. He explained that walking through hospital corridors reminds him of the reality many children face daily. These encounters restore perspective, especially after the physical demands and pressures of NFL competition. Prescott expressed gratitude for the chance to serve the community in a meaningful way, emphasizing that moments like these shape him as both a player and a person. His return brought visible joy to families who admired his presence. This year's visit being his first as a father intensified the emotional experience for Prescott. Seeing children of similar age to his own brought new layers of empathy. He shared that the visit caused him to reflect on the vulnerability and unpredictability of life. The connection between parents in hospital rooms and his own family at home deepened his emotional investment in each interaction. For Prescott, fatherhood has reshaped how he views the responsibility of being a role model. Monday's event allowed him to express that responsibility with renewed purpose. Prescott also reflected on the loss of his mother to cancer, a memory that adds emotional weight to hospital visits. He explained that being in medical environments brings back reminders of his own experiences with grief and adversity. This personal history makes the annual tradition especially poignant for him. It drives his commitment to offering compassion to families going through similar struggles. His authenticity deeply resonated with parents and staff during the visit. The emotional honesty he brought to each interaction made his return even more impactful. Players often say that the hospital visits help them emotionally reset, and Prescott confirmed that sentiment. The experience reminded him to stay grateful despite challenges on and off the field. He explained that seeing children's resilience motivates him to approach life and football with strength and resolve. This human connection fuels a sense of purpose that transcends the game. Prescott left the visit with renewed perspective, carrying forward the emotional lessons he gained. His return reinforced the value of the Cowboys' long-standing holiday tradition. Cowboys cheerleaders bring holiday cheer. The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders played a key role in brightening the atmosphere during the hospital visits. Their presence added excitement and warmth to each room they entered. Children eagerly posed for photos, received autographs, and enjoyed interacting with the cheerleaders throughout the day. Their contributions complement the players' efforts, creating an emotional environment filled with positivity. Hospital staff often note that the cheerleaders help break the tension of medical routines. Their energy helps transform clinical spaces into places of joy. Cheerleaders also spent meaningful time speaking with parents who appreciated the emotional support. Many families expressed gratitude for their willingness to engage with children who may feel isolated during treatment. The cheerleaders' holiday costumes and gentle demeanor helped make the experience feel festive. Their presence demonstrated that the Cowboys organization understands the importance of emotional care. By connecting with both children and adults, the cheerleaders played a vital role in the success of the event. Their compassion deepened the impact of the annual tradition. For many children, meeting the cheerleaders felt like meeting heroes they had seen for years. The cheerleaders handed out small holiday gifts that brought additional smiles to patients' faces. These tokens, along with their presence, created long-lasting memories. They moved through the hospital with patience and warmth, ensuring every child felt acknowledged and valued. Their involvement highlighted the full scope of the Cowboys' commitment to their community. The cheerleaders' dedication goes far beyond game day performances. Parents often commented that the cheerleaders' kindness helped ease their emotional burdens. It provided an uplifting moment in a season where stress can feel overwhelming. The generosity of spirit displayed by the cheerleaders resonated with families navigating uncertainty. They offered comfort not just through smiles, but through genuine conversation. Their ability to connect humanized the Cowboys organization even further. Families left the interactions feeling supported on multiple emotional levels. The Cowboys cheerleaders, together with the players and staff, helped create an atmosphere that transcended traditional holiday charity. Their involvement reinforced the idea that emotional presence can be as meaningful as material gifts. The spirit of giving extended through every hallway they visited. For patients and families, their presence represented hope, warmth, and human connection. The cheerleaders contributed an essential dimension to an event centered around compassion and support. Their efforts completed the emotional fabric of the Cowboys' hospital tradition. The Cowboys' 36-year streak of hospital visits demonstrates a long-term organizational commitment to community service. Led by Charlotte Jones, the initiative has grown into one of the team's defining traditions. Jones emphasized the importance of showing up for families facing medical challenges during the holidays. Her leadership reflects the franchise's belief that football carries responsibilities beyond the field. Over the years, the event has expanded in reach and emotional impact. It has become a core part of the Cowboys' identity in North Texas. Jones made clear that the holiday visits represent more than symbolic gestures. They are part of an ongoing mission to uplift and support vulnerable communities. She highlighted how these moments of connection remind both families and players of shared humanity. The initiative strengthens the relationship between the team and its fans. It also reinforces the Cowboys' standing as an organization committed to meaningful service. Jones's involvement underscores how deeply the tradition is woven into the franchise's values. Her continued leadership keeps the focus on compassion and presence. The Cowboys' ability to sustain this tradition across decades reflects a culture of giving embedded within the organization. Players, coaches, staff members, and cheerleaders participate voluntarily, driven by genuine care. Many athletes return year after year because the experience leaves lasting impressions. The culture encourages players to recognize their influence as public figures. This understanding fuels their desire to contribute beyond athletic performance. The annual visits symbolize the Cowboys' belief in using their platform for good. It is philanthropy rooted in empathy and longevity. Hospital administrators often commend the Cowboys for their consistency. Many organizations offer community outreach for short periods, but the Cowboys have maintained this effort across multiple leadership eras. The longevity suggests a deep commitment rather than a passing gesture. Families rely on the tradition as a source of joy during difficult times. Hospitals frequently coordinate schedules months in advance to welcome the team. The Cowboys' dedication has built trust and appreciation within the community. Their actions reflect values of loyalty, service, and compassion. Throughout the decades, the Cowboys' hospital visits have touched thousands of lives. They carry forward a legacy that blends sports with humanity. The tradition shows no signs of fading, as each generation of players embraces the responsibility with pride. The organization continues to set an example for how professional teams can impact their communities. With leaders like Charlotte Jones guiding the initiative, the Cowboys maintain their commitment to giving back. The hospital visits remain one of the most meaningful annual events in Dallas sports culture, a seasonal tradition with timeless impact. As the Cowboys conclude another holiday season hospital visit, the emotional impact of the event remains as powerful as ever. For patients and families, the visit offers hope, distraction, and a reminder that they are not fighting alone. Players and cheerleaders leave with renewed gratitude and perspective, shaped by heartfelt interactions with children demonstrating extraordinary resilience. These moments become memories that far outlast the NFL season. The tradition reinforces the bond between team and community. It reflects the idea that compassion is just as essential as competition. Prescott's reflections captured the spirit of the visit, acknowledging how profoundly the children inspire him. He shared that hospitals bring back memories of his mother's battle with cancer, but also remind him of life's fragility and blessings. These reflections offer insight into the emotional depth behind the Cowboys' participation. The quarterback leaves each visit changed, carrying the experience into his personal life and professional career. His words reflect a powerful reminder that empathy can shape leadership. The children's strength teaches lessons no film room or locker room can provide. Families who met the Cowboys described the day as transformative. Even brief interactions left lasting impressions, comforting both parents and children. For some, the visit marked the first moment of joy they had seen in weeks. These emotional breakthroughs reveal the profound effect of showing up with kindness. The Cowboys' visits extend beyond entertainment. They foster healing. The organization's approach to community service resonates deeply, reaffirming its place as a symbol of unity and support in North Texas. Each interaction, no matter how brief, carries immense meaning. Hospital staff echoed these sentiments, noting that the visit lifts morale across entire units. Nurses, doctors, and administrators appreciate the Cowboys' commitment to families navigating difficult circumstances. Their presence energizes the hospital environment, reminding everyone that community exists within and beyond medical walls. Staff members see firsthand how meaningful the interactions are for patients. They praise the Cowboys for sustaining such a valuable tradition. The organization's authenticity in these efforts strengthens relationships across the DFW community. As the Cowboys return to their football schedule, the emotional lessons from the hospital visit remain close to heart. The experience fuels their sense of gratitude and reinforces their responsibility as community leaders. The tradition stands as a testament to the power of presence, humanity, and compassion. Whether they win or lose on the field, the Cowboys win something greater off of it: the ability to touch lives in profound and lasting ways. And for the children who met their heroes, the memories created this week will endure long beyond the holiday season.